Hi, all my friends. I'm going to do a update video, real-time video, and on how Milo is doing. Okay, Milo is doing 50% better, but I wouldn't say 100%. We have a ways to go. Um, he's eating better, so I don't free feed. I put down his food, and I used to feed twice a day, but he hasn't been wanting to eat twice a day, so I've been finding out that he does better if I just feed him once a day. So late afternoon or early evening, then he has a tendency to eat all of his food if I do it that way. I'm hoping as time goes on that he'll eat 2 meals a day again, but right now, it's okay. At least he's eating better. The other thing is he still hates to be alone. So I do have, the Fluffy, and he has bonded pretty well with the Fluffy. When he's in his kennel and still when I'm around and stuff like that. But still when I leave him, he still freaks out. And then another thing, if you look at the past videos, whenever I walk the dogs, he was such a happy little, guy, a little camper, and he got that from being around Buster, and Buster was like his security blanket, so he really, loved to go on those walks because Buster was there. But now that Buster's not there, then he doesn't want to walk. So when I get away from the van, he shakes and he's scared, and he's always been a fearful dog anyways, but it's definitely gotten worse now that Buster isn't there, because he's been around Buster his whole life since he was a baby. Buster, I had Buster first. So anyway, so we have a ways to go with that, and when I leave him alone in the van, he he really freaks out over that too. I'm using a natural remedy, which is DAP, which is dog appeasing pheromone. And what that is when a mother dog has pups, she releases this pheromone, which calms the pups down. And so they've been able to recreate it and sell it. And so it's just a training trick, that we use for anxiety as trainers. And so I'm trying that for him first. And so I just walked the other day with him, so I haven't taken another walk to see if it's going to work when we go for a walk, but I'm hoping. And I haven't really had to leave him yet, so I'm going to try that for that issue, during leaving him as well. I can't do lavender or scented things like that because I have allergies, so it just won't work. Because I'm too sensitive to scented things. So I'm going to try the DAP a little bit more and see how that's going to work. So we have a ways to go. But one day at a time. I think within 30 days, maybe to 2 months, it might get better. I had a dog once. I had 5 dogs once, and so my other Griff, Millie, it took her 3 months to get over all my seniors. I lost 3 seniors within three months. So 2 within 2 weeks apart, and 3 weeks apart. Sorry, and then the other one 3 months later. And so when I lost the last senior, Millie shut down, and it took 3 months to get her through that. So, but yeah, so it'll take time. Okay, and so I'll keep you posted on how he's doing. And then the other thing I want to talk about, I want to do a Q&A, okay, because I realize that since I've been on the road, I gained a lot of subscribers in a short period of time, and then I was on the road and I was traveling and with people along my journey, and so there was a lot of times I just couldn't keep up with comments or people going back to my older videos and trying to ask questions there, and current comments and stuff like that. So what I want to do is a Q&A. Okay, so what I'm going to do is have you guys and gals on this video post your comments, and questions, sorry. Post your questions, any question that you have regarding the van life, traveling around, maybe getting it set up, traveling with disabilities, being a woman on the road, anything like that. Yeah, just, put your comment there, and then I will answer it in a couple of weeks. I'll probably do, depending how many questions, either one or two videos of the Q&A, questions, and answer all the questions that everybody has probably been wanting me to answer, and I just haven't had the time, okay? So let's do it that way. And, oh, and then by the way, I am back in Oregon. So real time in Oregon, but I'm not in my hometown, so that's why I want to do the Q&A in a couple of weeks. When I'm back in my hometown and get situated, then I'll do the Q&A, questions, okay? So we'll do it like that, and then, but also I do ask that you don't ask questions about me and Kent. Me and Kent are special friends, however you want to define it. We're just very close. We talk every day. We're in each other's lives. He's a very special person in my life, a very special guy to me. But other than that, I prefer not to get into my personal life in that kind of way. But we do hope to spend some time with each other again this summer. And we're just very, very close. So I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? And yeah, and other than that, I just look forward to the questions, and I'll try to answer them the best that I can, okay? I do want to clarify two other things now, as far as, I am from the Northwest, and so, and I traveled to the desert, and I have been to the desert, but I never spent the quality of time that I have in the desert. And I honestly say that, I love both, but definitely I prefer the Northwest, and the trees and the mountains, and the rivers and the green, and of course it's always going to be my favorite. But I also have grown to love the desert as well, and the beauty that's there, and the sunsets, and the coyotes at night, and oh my gosh, just the beauty. There's such a whole different type of beauty in the desert. So yeah, I look forward to going back, in the winter again, and basically Snowbird. And I'm going to use the term Snowbird, because basically that's what I am. And I am going to, without saying entirely how old I am, but I am close to being a senior, so I'm not far away. So yeah, let's just put it that way. I look 15, 20 years younger than my age, and probably sound that as well. But honestly, when I lost my job a couple of years ago, I was getting closer to retirement, but definitely now I'm getting much closer to retirement age. So, yeah, so I am technically a retired snowbird, okay, because I'm not far away from being a senior. Okay, so in some places they classify me as a senior. It just depends on where you go or where you shop, okay? So let's put it that way, all right? So, yeah, that kind of defines, what I'm doing out there is snowbirding, going to the desert in the winter, and coming more north and everything in the summer, and that's basically my lifestyle now, okay? All right, so I look forward to those questions, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can in a couple of weeks. I'll get that video out, and then, yeah, and hopefully I'll do my best to answer them and go from there, okay? So I love you all, and I thank you all for following my journey with me up to this point, and I'll see you all in the next video. Here's a quick video of Milo and Fluffy. Just too darn cute. Hanging out, sleeping. He sleeps with me now and with Fluffy. So cute.